Today I want to talk about behavior. You know, behavior is one of those things that we act out on because of how we think and how we process information. You know, behaviors are also something that we've seen before. It's a part of the past that we have trained our minds to act out on because of the way we process information. You know, growing up, you're around a lot of things. When you're in school, you're in a lot of things. When you're around family, you're around a lot of things. When you're around the world, you're around a lot of things. When you watch TV, you're around a lot of things. When you play video games, you're around a lot of things, right? So your mind processes all that information that we get throughout our lives. And then again, we're an adaptive species. So adaptive. Our body is adaptive. Our mind's adaptive. Our heart's adaptive. Our bacteria is adaptive. Our cells are adaptive. Our planet is definitely adaptive, right? Always adapting to create change and fix what we mess up. And so is our body. And so behaviors are learned. They're taught. They're seen. My dad wasn't the greatest dad, right? And I love him. He's gone now. We had some difficult times in our life, but his behaviors were horrible. One thing I took back out of everything that he's done that's bad, and there's a lot of good too, right? But always make sure that you value everything that you borrow or you use and give it back to whoever you borrowed from better than you received it when you borrowed it, right? You think about the planet, right? We're just borrowing the planet, so why not take care of it the way we're supposed to? But those behaviors, those roots that we developed over time has contaminated our soul. It's contaminated our environment. It's contaminated our life. Contaminated the people around us, and in the long run it has contaminated our planet because of greed, power, prejudice, religion, money. Those are all behaviors, right? Because our mind was around the wrong thing and it consumed us become those behaviors. And those behaviors are very hard to break sometimes. You know, think of a tree, right? You plant a tree and it grows and it adapts to its environment. If there's not enough water, you know, the mycelium at the bottom of the dirt will help provide those nutrients for it, but it still adapts to not getting what it really needs to survive. It's got the energy from the sunlight to create more roots. And everything around it, it's adapting to it, to grow, to become stronger, to become its full potential for why it was created, right? And those roots, they go down in the earth. Lots of them, right? If you ever pulled out a tree or you ever dug into the ground and you plant a plant and you see that web, that's roots and that's mycelium, right? That's just, it's almost like the same stuff our minds are built of, this web of information. But the roots from the tree gets intersected with all of that. And they go deeper and deeper as they get bigger and bigger. And they grow stronger and stronger, absorbing everything that's around them to become stronger. You know, sometimes you see those roots and instead of going where they need to go, They end up coming above surface. And they continue to grow because, you know, the tree is going to continue to grow. And then those roots, when they become surfaced, they continue to grow and they destroy the stuff that's in their way, because it continues to get bigger and bigger, and it needs to move and it needs to grow, so it consumes whatever it needs to survive. It's kind of like our behaviors, you know. Sometimes those bad experiences, trauma that you went through, if you were abused, if you were yelled at, physically or mentally abused, okay? Sexually abused, they take root of you. And every morning when you see a blank page that you get to start your life, continue to take those roots, those behaviors, and you allow it to take hold of you and your life. Those bad behaviors, if you know they were bad and you were around them, but you think about them so much because they were done to you, at the end of the day, sometimes they consume you and you become those same bad behaviors that people used to take advantage of. And that's not what your life is for. Your life is for more. It's meant to love. It's meant to have value. It's meant to have unity. You know, how do you get rid of those bad behaviors, right? Trying to teach you, trying to show you. It's not easy. I'm 48 and I'm now trying to figure this stuff out. You know, I'm a man of sin, of anger, of hate. Being immoral, being evil. You know, stealing and watching porn and having evil thoughts and being angry. Those behaviors are all things that was around. Imagine if I had a life. There was a lot of love in my life. You know, my family was all about love. I love. But again, throughout time, we pick up these bad behaviors from our parents and our grandparents and all the stuff that we are around. So in order to change the world, we have to create good behaviors for the new generation to come up in, because they're the ones that have to become the change by us becoming the change, right? Just like animals. You love an animal, you can hate an animal. You love the animal will love you. You hate the animal is going to hate you. Same thing with insects. Keep killing ants, the more the ants are going to want to come and figure out what's killing them. You leave the ants alone, they start coming in your house. But you guys understand that it's all connected. And our behaviors are connected just like those roots underneath. Mycelium underneath the ground is everything that you're around. It's connected. It gives life. It takes life. Just like the water. Man, water is so powerful. Just try to live your life like water. That's the best way to describe it, you know? Fluent, consuming, peaceful. Gives life. Behaviors can become you, and control those behaviors to become better by allowing the now and the want to control you. Now think about those behaviors, right? What do you want? Do you want to be bad? Do you want to be negative? Do you want to not have enough money? Do you want to say the planet will never change? Or do you want to be Serena Williams and train your mind to be the best in the world. Train yourself to be Tiger Woods, Michael Jordan, Nadal, LeBron James, Elon Musk. What do you want? Your mind is just as powerful to create those bad behaviors as it is to create whatever you want. But we need to get to find out ourselves first. You know, if we don't find ourselves and become with the planet, what we tend to do is we tend to create things with ourselves, you know, because our mind can create. You know, we create cars and phones and clothes and shoes and lights and planes. I mean, everything we create by using our minds. But if we're not one with ourselves and our planet, and eat what we need to eat, and take care of our bodies, what we need to take care of, and train our minds to be who we created to be, what we create ends up being destruction. You know, it ends up being the things that the world really doesn't need to become better. We create things to make us lazier, easier, and then we take away from what life is about, which is your blood cells are waiting for you to move. Your brain is waiting for you to think and create. Your body's waiting to become stronger. So when you take away the ability to do those things, disease and your health and your life becomes in jeopardy. All from behaviors. I mean, one string, one root from a tree come out and create so much destruction. So why are we not trying to hold on to fixing that? Because that right there, that's what's going to change the role in the world, is when we come to the conscious decisions that we need to change our behaviors to impact change. Is when we will see the change world, but it starts with you, it starts with me. And I'm just here to try to get you a head start. Because again, like pollen, we just blow away into the next thing. Our atoms just eventually just go back into the world, right? Into the universe. And that's where heaven really is, you know, because you don't have to worry about anything else anymore. I hope this brings value today for you in your life. I hope it brings discipline, controlling, and eliminating bad behaviors to create a new you for a new world, heaven on earth. Man, just love more. And forget about those things that stifle your life. Because life is limitless and there's no way for you, because it's open for you to create your own way. And I love you guys so much, man. Seriously. Because we're all connected. You have a fantastic day. Have a world-changing day. Love always. John Dowsing.